In this video, I will provide you with some basic information on how to calculate the box sizes for what some people refer to as pancake stairs, while other people refer to them as box stairs. And that's what I will be referring to them in this video and in the rest of the series. So there will be a playlist at the end of each one of the videos that you can access for more information about these types of stairs. And they do seem to be easier to build, even though they might require a little more lumber. So again, box stairs will be sections of the stairway created from boxes. So you'll build the first box, the second box, and then the third box for this type of stairway and assemble them together to create your stairway. And since we won't know what our boxes are going to look like until we calculate the measurements, let's go ahead and figure that out. Now, the first thing I want you to do is measure the height difference of the lower level and the upper level. And in our example here, we're going to be working with 28 inches. Then we're going to need to calculate a measurement that will meet most building codes. And that measurement can usually be between 7 3/4 inches and 4 inches. And you can usually use any number between those measurements as your starter number. So for example, if I took 6 inches and divided it into 28, or 5 inches and divided it into 28, that will provide me with the individual riser heights for that amount of risers. And of course, if I divided 7 into 28, I'm going to get 4 individual risers at 7 inches each, which is what we're going to be dealing with here. So each one of our boxes are going to be 7 inches tall. Now, this is where most people make the mistake because they're going to use certain materials that they have and they're not going to trim them down, or they're not going to take the time to calculate the individual riser height. And that's just a few of the problems that people have when they build these types of stairways. And even though your stairway might not meet local building codes, because you might have an 8-inch step, an 8-inch step, and another 8-inch step, and then your last step is going to be 4 inches, it's not going to be the end of the world. I've seen plenty of stairways built like that, and people seem to be able to use them without a high school education. So we know the height of each box. The length of the box is going to depend upon the width of your stairway, whatever you want it to be. And most building codes have a 3-foot minimum width for stairs. So they can be larger, but they might not be able to be smaller. And then the tread depth is usually easy to calculate unless you're limited to space to where these stairs cannot be longer, for example, than a specific measurement, and that could be a problem. Now, most building codes do have a minimum depth. Some are 9 inches, but we're going to go with 10 inches because that is a more comfortable step than 9 inches. So after we've calculated these measurements, it's not going to be difficult to figure out the size of the box. It's going to be 30 inches long, 3 foot wide, and 7 inches tall. The next box is going to be 7 inches tall, 20 inches long, and 3 foot wide. And the last box will be 7 inches tall, 10 inches in depth, and 36 inches wide. And that's how we calculate the individual box dimensions for a box or pancake stairway. Now, I will be creating a part 2 video for this, and that will be to provide you with a few different ways you can build each one of the boxes. And thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to visit our website. We have an organized list of our videos there. You might have a difficult time finding that anywhere else.